Today's topic is going to be the dumper experience, bro. I wanted to talk to y'all because I think a lot of guys who in like no contact or who had your girl leave you, trying to get your girl back, whatever. Like, I think a lot of you guys don't understand the stages and quite understand what it is she's going through or what's going through her mind during every stage of this thing. And I think an understanding of that could really help to know where you are. So I'm going to go through the stages that they experience, the feelings that they experience, so you truly understand where they are. So let's start from when the breakup first happened. She tell you, oh, well, we're better off as friends, or we can't be together anymore, or whatever she tells you, bro, and y'all break up. And now as the dumpee, as the person who was dumped, you're left idolizing this woman, because when we get rejected, that breeds obsession, bro. You start to idolize the thing that rejected you because you care in the first place, bro. You care. And the reality of you caring is you let your guard down. You were vulnerable to her. You gave her a piece of yourself, and she rejected that piece of yourself when she broke up with you. Here's the thing. The dumper experience is the total opposite. See, they knew when they were gonna dump you. It took them time to get to the conclusion of inflicting this emotional pain upon you, bro, because they knew that they were gonna do it. So they was thinking about the breakup long before it happened. So they've experienced this breakup to an extent already in their head. They've experienced this. It's a lot of the reason why a lot of guys, when y'all beg and everything, when the breakup happens, she's super cold, she doesn't care, or it seems like she doesn't care, etc., because she's been through this in her head already. She had to get to the point where she was able to go through with this already anyway. And so that's what she feels at first. Once it's all over, once she's told you, once she's giving you the news, she feels relief. She's relieved that it's over, because to her, she feels as if she couldn't be with you anymore. There are better things. She would be happier without you. There's something else on the other side worth having without you in the picture, right? So she's in this stage of relief. And here's the thing. When you go into no contact after this, which I do recommend, you have to understand no contact does not work this fast. Because as long as she's in the relief stage, she's happy without you. She's happy without you being there. Because to her, she hasn't had the chance to feel like she missed you, because to her, it feels like you're still there. You're still the same dude. So no contact isn't going to work immediately. It's not a thing. It's not an immediate fix to anything. But it is a long-term fix. But let's continue. So as time goes by, and as over here, we become higher value men, bro, and we the dumpy in this situation, right? As time goes by, you start to work on yourself. You start to focus on you. You grow up, blow up. You know what I mean? And she sees it, but you're not contacting her because you're in no contact. You're not looking at her stories. You're not paying attention. You're not on her social media, nothing. You focus on you, and you are moving on essentially, right? As time goes by, she goes from the relief stage and feeling relieved and feeling like, oh, well, I want to go out. I want to have fun. I want to do all of these things I couldn't do when I was in a relationship, right? Those things start to become boring, bothersome. They're not as great as she thought they were. She not having as good a time as she thought she was going to have. The guys really don't want her. They just want the box. She thought she had more options than she did. All of this stuff begins to happen. So now she starts to, that inkling of starting to miss you comes in. Man, like, he would have did this for me. He would have drove to the store at 1 a.m. for me because he cared about me. Like, none of the guys I've been with since would do that. Like, you know what I mean? Just an example. So now that inkling of missing you. And that's coupled with the fact that you are silent. You are radio silent. She's heard nothing. She has nothing to compare it to. So the only thing in her brain she can compare to at this point in the interaction is the past. So now some of those negative emotions start to become more positive. Like, I guess he was a good dude. Now, keep in mind, at this stage, she still got the negativity in her mind. She's still thinking about what happened during the latter stages of y'all relationship, the breakup. She's still thinking you're a schmuck, which you, at this point, you probably still are, because you should be working on yourself. But then more time goes by. She start looking at your social media posts. She start to see you growing up, blowing up, and showing up as the high value male you're supposed to be. And then it becomes rose-colored glasses. Now she looking at the past like, oh man, we had really good time. We had fun. Her birthday come past or some event go by and it's like, hey, we spent Christmas together. We always spent my birthday together. He always did these big things for this day. Or we always went every Saturday to the movies or whatever y'all did together, bro. She started to miss those things deeply. And now she focusing on all of the good things. All of the things you brought to her. Now her feelings are starting to change. This is where a major change happens, bro. This is where a lot of guys mess everything up, right? Because this is the stage where she is deeply inclined to hit you up because she misses you. So she starts to put herself in your orbit. She starts to like pictures, actually make her presence in your life known in some way, right? Things start to happen by chance, right? And a lot of guys, y'all just jump on this. You get needy. You miss her so much. You're like, oh, yeah, because you feel rejected. But no, stay the course. Because this is not the point where she is going to commit to it. Because she could fall right back into taking you for granted, bro. Because she's not far enough gone yet. So over time, that pressure builds. Pressure bursts pipes, so it make diamonds. Remember that. So over time, that pressure builds, right? And then as that pressure builds, as her missing you build, as she gets to the point where she misses you so much, all she can think about is the good times and the good things and the good interactions and how she miss you as a man, blah, 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 right? She decides, I'm going to reach out to him. This is when she breaks no contact, or the dumper breaks no contact, which they should, right? They decided to reject you. They decided you weren't good enough. They decided they could be happier without you, and at this point, they are not. At this point, they are wrong. So they have to be the one to come to you to make amends. They have to be the one to bridge the gap. So she put herself in your orbit for real. She reaches out. She ain't never gonna reach out like, oh my God, I miss you so much. I just want you back. Now she reaches out for something dumb and innocuous. It is not your job, bro, to jump on this. Because a lot of guys, because you felt rejection and because you pedestalizing this woman because you were rejected, you feel the need to just jump on the ship and go full force and talk about the relationship and all of that. No, don't do that. Because this is a very delicate stage. She reaches out because she misses you, because she has all of these great memories of you. And all you do when you try to talk about the relationship is remind her of the bad stuff. Remind her when you was needy. Remind her, that's what you end up doing when you try to jump too fast and you talk about the relationship and what happened when it ended. Nah, this is a new relationship when she reaches out. This is the stage where she is open to renegotiation, and it is your job as a man to negotiate your terms. And here's how you do that. You let her come to you and you make her earn everything you give her. So she reaches out for something dumb. Yeah, like, I love to see you. How about you come over and make dinner, bring a bottle of wine or something? You know what I mean? Now she's coming to you. Now y'all doing a task together, which gives you the chance to make something in the bedroom happen, which is the ultimate goal. You should be trying to have fun and make something in the bedroom happen, because physicality is how you is part of how you build attraction. And then at the end of it, she feels like, oh, well, that was good. We had a good time. So now she's compounding these good emotions that she was going back in her brain on with the good emotions you just gave her, and hopefully it ended good with physicality. You feel me? Y'all know what I'm talking about. And then things ended up good. But that is the dumper experience when she is in no contact, bro. That is what she goes through. One, relief. Then she starts to miss little things, but not enough to reach out. Then she starts to watch you. And as she start to watch you, if you doing the right things, guess what? That missing you go up. And it creates this thought in her head about, oh, well, we had a lot of little things. And it creates competition anxiety, among other things. So then she reaches out. And once she reaches out, now her experience is that of a needy one. Now she's trying to get you back. And guess what? She feels rejected because you never reached out to her during no contact. So now you are the one being pedestalized. You see how the tables flipped up? You are the one being pedestalized. And you don't want to mess that up. All you want to do is let her convince herself to come to you slowly. You just want to create the pathway for her to come to you slowly, bro. Keep that in mind, man. It's the Dumper Experience, man. Click that like button, that subscribe button. Comment down below. Let me know what y'all want, man. It's Kate and Rick trying to make you the object of her desires. Man, I'm out of here.